I feel like I'm losing my mind.
What seems perfect on screen is actually full of pain behind the scenes. Get ready, because what you're about to hear about BTS's Taehyung will change the way we view the world of K-pop. Find out more only on K-pop News. Have you ever felt that behind a star's calm smile, there's a storm brewing? That the glittering stage we've always seen hides an inner conflict you never imagined? This is the story of kimtaehyung, V of BTS, who is in the midst of a major storm, not from the outside, but from the very home where he grew up as a global icon, his own agency, HYBE. Taehyung has always been a favorite among ARMYs. He's not just an idol, but a symbol of warmth, sincerity, and serenity. His deep, soothing voice is like a hug in the middle of a silent night. His expressions are genuine, his aura warm, and his charm undeniable. However, this time, the story coming from behind the scenes shocked many, because it wasn't haters or the media that attacked him, but the institution that was supposed to protect him, his own agency. This conflict arose not because of a fatal mistake, but rather because of a dynamic that had been hidden from the public. HYBE, known as a major and professional agency in managing BTS, was reportedly experiencing tension with Taehyung. The cause wasn't just a simple disagreement, but rather the accumulation of years of major decisions coming from the top, with little room for personal voice. Many fans initially assumed that the relationship between Taehyung and his agency was harmonious. However, recently, indications have emerged that behind the stellar performances and sweet smiles he displays in front of the camera, there's an imbalance in the working relationship he's struggling with. For Taehyung, being part of BTS isn't just about singing and dancing. He wants to convey his own values, honesty, and messages from his heart, not just be the face of business decisions. This issue has come to light because Taehyung is perceived as being too close to fans, sometimes even to a level that doesn't align with management's desired narrative. His overly personal interactions, honest words, and way of expressing his feelings are often deemed at odds with the agency's more calculating strategy. Several reports suggest that HYBE felt the need to regain control of the public narrative, particularly regarding Taehyung, out of concern that his uncontrollable emotions could trigger tension within their management system. The question is it wrong for an idol to want to be honest with his fans? Most fans refuse to blame Taehyung. Instead, they feel disappointed because the reality of what happened shows how the entertainment industry can become a prison for personal freedom. BTS is more than just a group. They are global icons. But that status comes at a high price: control, restrictions, and sometimes losing oneself. What Taehyung experienced illustrates a dark side of the K-pop world that is rarely highlighted: internal conflict, systemic pressure, and the dilemma of being authentic or submitting to the industry machine. While the public has long seen BTS as a solid and harmonious group, in reality, many important decisions are made behind closed doors, often without the members' personal voices. Taehyung, known for his gentle and humble demeanor, began to question whether he still had control over the direction of his own career. In interviews and interactions with fans, he occasionally implied that there were many things he couldn't reveal. And now, circulating reports reinforce the suspicion that he is fighting to reclaim his rights as an individual, not just as a product of the entertainment industry. What are the implications? Huge. Not just for Taehyung, but also for BTS's internal dynamics. When one member starts challenging the system, the entire structure can be shaken. Fans are now in a dilemma. They want to continue supporting the group as a whole, but they also want Taehyung to get justice. The trust built over the years is beginning to waver, and the distance between fans and the agency is becoming increasingly apparent. However, on the other hand, this is also an important moment for reflection. Is a large agency system like HYBE ready to change with the times? Is it ready to accommodate the personal needs of its artists, especially when these idols are no longer budding teenagers, but adults seeking their own voices? Taehyung is currently at a crucial point. He can choose to remain silent and go with the flow, or speak out more loudly and demand space for his artistic freedom. Both carry significant risks. But one thing is certain: by courageously going public with his story, Taehyung has initiated change. And this change may not only apply to BTS or HYBE, but could also be a gateway for many other idols who have felt trapped in the same system. Taehyung could be a pioneer of a new generation of K-pop artists who not only want to appear perfect, but also want to be appreciated as whole human beings. However, Taehyung's struggle does not stand alone in a vacuum. In a K-pop world known for being highly hierarchical and sometimes stifling the voices of its artists, Taehyung's move to express discomfort is a very rare and very brave form of resistance. He is not only fighting for himself, but for all idols who have ever felt limited, who have bowed down for the sake of contracts and image. Some industry observers are beginning to see this as a tipping point in the relationship between major agencies and their artists. When a star of Taehyung's stature, an international icon, a model for numerous top brands, a successful solo artist, and a member of a legendary global group, dares to speak out, it shakes not only the management structure, but also the system that has long been considered normal. This incident has begun to spark wider discussion among ARMY and the Korean public. Many are beginning to dig up past moments, cryptic statements, small gestures, or posts previously taken for granted, and are beginning to see them from a new perspective. It's as if scattered puzzle pieces are coming together, forming a complete picture of the pressure Taehyung has been feeling. On social media, hashtags like #ProtectTaehyung, #WeStandWithB, and #HYBBTransparent are gaining traction. Fans are not only showing emotional support but also urging HYBE to provide clarity. They are demanding that the agency not only conduct business but also listen, understand, and provide space for its artists to grow according to their true selves. Amidst all this commotion, BTS's position as a group is also under scrutiny. The other members, though they haven't directly expressed their stance, are believed to be feeling the impact. Their strong friendship of over a decade has served as a strong bond, but internal dynamics like this are bound to shake things up. Can they remain united? Are they in private discussions to find a solution together? Or are there deeper issues that have never been revealed? What's certain is that the public is waiting. The world awaits. Because Taehyung not only faces pressure from within the agency, but also must maintain his relationship with the fans he has come to consider family. This balance is a delicate one, and one wrong move could have far-reaching consequences. Now all eyes are on HYBE. The public wants to know, will they continue to maintain their rigid control system, or will they begin to adapt to the times, where transparency, freedom of expression, and artists' mental health must be top priorities? And for Taehyung himself, this may be the most introspective moment of his career, a point where he must choose, continue on a path of compromise, or forge a new, bolder path, possibly fraught with risk, but also filled with honesty. Whatever his decision, one thing is clear: he is not alone. Because out there, millions of hearts are ready to stand with him. Fans who love him not just for his beautiful looks or voice, but for his courage and humanity. He is not just an idol, he is a voice for the voiceless, a symbol of hope that even in this cutthroat industry, humans can still be human. This story is not over. And K-pop news will continue to bear witness, giving voice to a story bigger than just music and popularity. It's about change. It's about voices. It's about Taehyung, and about all those who dare to dream of living as themselves, even when the world wants to mold them into something else. Stay with us at K-pop News for the latest updates on this story and many more that remain untold. Because behind the glitz and glamour of the entertainment world, there's always a story waiting to be heard.